I want you to picture this. You're walking through a supermarket. Fluorescent lights hum overhead. Shopping cart wheels squeak. You turn the corner into the produce section. And there it is, a fine mist drifting over rows of lettuce, beads of water, clinging to spinach, tiny droplets sliding down bell peppers like morning dew in a rainforest. It looks fresh, alive, almost magical. But wait, why are they spraying water on vegetables that are just going to sit there? Isn't that wasteful? Doesn't it make them soggy? And here's the weird part. Some vegetables get misted constantly, while others sit completely dry. It feels random. It looks like a mistake, but here's the surprising truth. That mist isn't just about freshness. It's about psychology. It's about chemistry. And yes, it's about money. Today, we're uncovering why supermarkets spray water on vegetables, how the science behind it works, and why that gentle mist is one of the most calculated moves in retail. To understand why supermarkets spray water on vegetables, we first have to look at the problem of keeping food alive after it's been harvested. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. The moment a vegetable is picked, it starts dying. Before modern refrigeration and distribution systems, produce had a painfully short life. In the early days of open-air markets, leafy greens wilted within hours. Carrots turned rubbery. Herbs collapsed into limp sadness by midday. There was no cold chain, no climate control, no misting systems, just heat, air, and time. Back then, if you didn't sell your vegetables fast, you lost money, a lot of it. So, the real problem supermarkets face isn't decoration, it's decay. How do you keep something that's technically alive from looking dead? Let's break this down. Here's something you probably don't think about while grabbing a head of lettuce. Lettuce is about 95% water. Spinach? Around 91%. Cucumbers? Also over 95%. Vegetables are basically structured water held together by plant cells. And those cells rely on something called turgor pressure. Think of it like air inside a balloon. When plant cells are full of water, they're firm, crisp, snappy. When they lose water, they deflate. That's why a fresh carrot snaps, but an old one bends. Now here's the key. Once vegetables are harvested, they stop absorbing water through roots, but they don't stop losing water. They slowly evaporate moisture into the air. It's like leaving a wet towel out overnight. By morning, it's dry. Supermarkets fight that evaporation with mist. By spraying water into the air around leafy vegetables, they raise humidity. That slows down water loss from the leaves. Think of it like this. Dry air is a thirsty sponge. It pulls moisture away. Humid air, it's already full. It doesn't steal as much. The mist isn't soaking vegetables. It's protecting their internal pressure. But if that's true, why don't they spray everything? Here's where it gets interesting. Leafy greens love mist, broccoli? Yes. Lettuce? Absolutely. Herbs? Definitely. But tomatoes? No. Onions? No. Garlic? Big no. Why? Because some vegetables lose water easily through thin leaves. Others have protective skins. Tomatoes, for example, have a waxy outer layer. They're designed to hold their moisture. Spray them constantly and you risk mold, rot, surface damage. It's like the difference between cotton and leather. If you spray water on a cotton shirt, it absorbs it. Spray water on a leather jacket, it beads up and can cause damage over time. So supermarkets carefully choose which vegetables get misted. Leafy greens benefit. Root vegetables with exposed surfaces benefit. But dense produce with skins? They're kept dry. Now here's the part most people don't realize. The mist isn't just for the vegetables, it's for you. Have you ever noticed how vegetables look better when they're slightly wet? There's a reason. Water droplets trigger something in your brain. We associate moisture with freshness. Morning dew, just washed fruit. Rain-kissed leaves. Your brain sees shine and thinks recently picked. Even if that lettuce was harvested days ago. The mist acts like a freshness illusion, not fake, but enhanced. It's the same reason restaurants brush oil on steak before serving. Shine equals appeal. Retailers know that glistening vegetables sell better than dull ones. Studies in consumer behavior show that customers are more likely to buy produce that looks hydrated. And when produce looks fresh, you're willing to pay full price. So yes, there's a money angle here. Wilted lettuce gets discounted. Crisp, misted lettuce sells at premium. Now imagine a supermarket losing even 5% of its produce to shrink, which is retail speak for unsold. Spoiled goods. That's thousands of dollars. The mist reduces shrink. It protects margins. But there's another layer, and it's subtle. Have you ever wondered if spraying water makes vegetables heavier? After all, many leafy greens are sold by weight, so if they're wet, are you paying for water? Technically, yes, a tiny amount. But modern misting systems are designed to create a fine vapor, not soak the produce. It's not a hose blasting lettuce. It's more like fog. The goal isn't to add water weight, it's to maintain moisture balance. In fact, in some regions, food labeling laws require that misting systems don't artificially increase weight. Overdoing it could lead to complaints, even lawsuits. Supermarkets have to walk a line. Enough mist to preserve, not enough to manipulate. And here's another twist. Some stores have switched to intermittent misting, short bursts every few minutes to avoid oversaturation while keeping humidity high. It's controlled, timed, engineered, also your spinach stays crisp for a few more hours. Now you might ask, if stores already refrigerate produce, why mist at all? Great question. Refrigeration slows bacterial growth, but cold air is dry. Refrigerators remove humidity. So, while cold temperatures keep vegetables safe, they also accelerate dehydration. It's like being in an airplane cabin. Cold.dry. Your skin gets tight. Lips crack. Vegetables feel that too. The mist counteracts the drying effect of refrigeration. Cold plus humidity equals longer shelf life, and longer shelf life equals less waste, more profit, and better-looking displays. So let's zoom out. Why do supermarkets spray water on vegetables? Because vegetables are living tissues losing water. Because dry air is the enemy of crispness. Because your brain equates shine with freshness, and because every wilted leaf is lost money. It's biology, it's physics, it's psychology, and it's economics. All hidden in that gentle hiss you barely notice. So, next time you walk past the produce section and hear that soft spray, don't see it as random maintenance, don't see it as wasted water, see it as a carefully designed system. A balancing act between plant science and profit margins. Between keeping food alive and keeping customers convinced. That mist isn't just water. It's preservation, it's persuasion, it's retail strategy disguised as morning dew. And once you see it that way, you can't unsee it. If this surprised you, hit like and subscribe for more hidden stories behind everyday things.